Students, today we will study the ball poem. Now, at the beginning, see it is written over there, a boy loses a ball, he is very upset. Now, a ball will not cost much, nor it is difficult to buy another ball. Then, why is the boy upset? The poet says, read the poem to see what the poet thinks has been lost and what the boy has to learn from the experience of losing something. This is what the poem is about. A new experience which the boy gets. And this whole world is a world wherein we run after materialistic possessions, and one day you lose them, and you have to learn that these things which you will lose, basically there will come circumstances in your life where you will lose many things, and you have to learn how to overcome that grief and sadness. So this is what the poem is about, that the boy is understanding for the first time in his life what losing means. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street, then merrily over, there it is in water. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. Now the poet says, what is the boy going to do who has just lost his ball? The poet says, I also saw the ball merrily bouncing down the street, and then it went over there in the water. He says, if you go and tell the boy, don't worry, there are other balls also, we can go and buy a new one for you. He says it is of no use. Now why does he say so? Perhaps the boy has grown up with that ball, so he has lots of memories associated with that ball. That is why the poet says it is no use to tell, oh, there are other balls. Perhaps this ball was closer to him while he was growing up during his childhood. That is why a new ball will not make much of a difference. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. Now the boy has got the ultimate shaking grief. He is trembling over there, standing and watching the ball which has gone into the water in the harbor. And what does he think standing over there? He is trembling, and basically he is staring down. Perhaps his whole childhood went away that day with the ball, because all his childhood memories were associated with that ball, and he was standing there and trembling, and he realized that he had lost not only a ball, but with the ball there were lots of his childhood memories which were attached to him, and all those young days of his life just went into the harbor along with the ball. The poet says, I would not intrude on him. A dime, another ball is worthless. The poet says, I will not go into a situation where I will not be welcome over there. The boy at present is experiencing a loss in his life, and if the poet says, if I go there, it will not be of any use. And he also understands he doesn't want to enter in such a situation, because he has passed through this situation in his life. So he says, I don't want to intrude. Otherwise he could have gone and given him a dime. A dime is money, that money enough to buy a ball, but it would be worthless. Giving the boy some money to buy a ball would be worthless. Now he senses first responsibility in a world of possession. This is the first time that the boy understands that in this world people will have lots of possessions, and he also understands a sense of responsibility coming over the boy in the world where he will have lots of things which he will possess. But here is the first time that he has lost something. So that sense of responsibility has come upon the boy. People will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy, and no one buys a ball back. Money is external. He says that people will take away your balls, balls will be lost always, little boy, and no one buys a ball back. Money is external. Now, what does he mean to say by stating so? That in your lifetime you will earn a lot of money, but that money can buy you so many things, but that money will never be able to buy emotions. That money will not be able to buy the time which is gone forever. External things you will buy, a car you will buy, a scooter you will buy, new clothes you will buy, ornaments you will be able to buy, but that money will not be able to buy you emotions. That money will not be able to buy all the things which are gone away from your life. It won't bring back, money won't be able to bring back those things. External things, physical things you will be able to buy with money. That is why he says money is external. And then further he says he is learning well behind his desperate eyes the epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days how to stand up. And this boy's first lesson he is learning in life, that is the lesson of loss. And once you lose something, how to come out of that grief of loss. That is what is here stated, the epistemology of loss. He says the boy is standing and behind his desperate eyes he is learning. What he is learning? The epistemology of loss. Epistemology means understanding the nature of loss, what it means to lose something which you will not get back in your life. And we all will lose so many things in our life, and in fact you will not only lose materialistic possession, you will lose your near and dear ones. People will leave and go you by death. That time we will feel perhaps more grief and sorrow in our life, but then we will have to learn how to come out of that grief and sorrow. This is what he says, the boy today is learning that first lesson of loss. And in life this will happen many times with you, and how to overcome this grief and loss the boy is learning today. Today is his first lesson of understanding the nature of loss. And one day he will also realize that I will lose many things in life as I grow up, and I will have to learn how to stand up, means how to come out of that loss as soon as possible, because you can't remain sad for the rest of your life if you lose something. Sooner or later you will have to come out of it. Time heals all wounds, this is what they say, and with the passage of time, slowly and steadily you will come out of your loss, and you will learn how to get back again and get running of what you are doing after suffering losses. This is what the poet John Berryman tells in the Ball poem.